everyone, and welcome back to Liberty Politics. We are glad to be with you here at D News Network. I'm Dylan Hicks.
And I am CJ Medeiros. Dylan, once again, it's great to be back. And in our absence, we have seen quite a few interesting things occur in the political world. So, care to get us started on a story?
Of course, CJ. So, we have a big story, and that is the ongoing race for the Speaker of the House. This comes after Kevin McCarthy was ousted from efforts led by Matt Gaetz that leaves the speakership in the hands of interim Speaker Patrick McHenry.
Majority Leader Steve Scalise was selected to be the next Republican nominee for Speaker of the House by an internal vote among the Republicans against the Judiciary Chairman Jim Jordan in a tight race. Scalise must still win the required 217 votes and a full House vote to be officially elected as the next Speaker of the House. But several notable Congress members, including Nancy Mace and Lauren Boebert, have indicated they will not vote for Scalise.
Speaking of the House of Representatives, it was recently announced that Republicans have introduced a resolution to expel one of their own from their party, Representative George Santos from the House.
That's right, Dylan. This comes after all the scandals that have haunted him since he was elected in 2022. Originally, it was thought that he just lied on the campaign trail to get votes, but he has now been charged with conspiracy and even wire fraud. Santos' time in the House could soon be up if the resolution passes.
Moving on to some other news, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has announced that he will no longer be running for president as a Democrat, but instead, he will be running as an independent. This announcement comes after a recent rally in Philadelphia, in which he criticized both the Democratic and Republican parties.
Kennedy Jr. has become quite controversial for his stances on war and vaccines amongst many in the Democratic Party, but he has simultaneously garnered support from figures on the right, independents, and other political circles. Kennedy Jr. joins the academic Cornel West as a candidate vying for the independent bid, with West recently abandoning his bid for the Green Party nomination.
Our final story for today is about the presidential primaries for both the Republicans. According to a recent poll by 538, former President Donald Trump remains the heavy favorite for the Republican nomination at 58%, far ahead of challengers Florida Governor Ron DeSantis at 12.2% and entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy at just 7.6%. Now, there will be another Republican debate on November 8th in Miami, and so far, only 3 Republicans are actually eligible to participate.
It remains very likely at this point that next year's election will be a rematch of the 2020 election between Trump and Biden, who will likely receive a boost in Democratic polling after RFK Jr. announced his intentions to run as an independent candidate. In general election polling so far, Biden and Trump have been neck and neck and frequently exchange leads of varying margins quite often. But there's still a bit of time until November of next year, and this is politics. Anything can happen.
Wow, CJ, those are some interesting stories, and it will be very interesting to see how they play out. Now, that is going to do it for Liberty Politics. As always, thank you for watching. I'm Dylan Hicks.
And I'm CJ Medeiros. And always remember, Liberty starts with the people.